first contestant of the night.
Yeah.
All right, from the bucket, make some noise for Noah Goldstein.
Bushwick, how about it? It's good to be here. I'm an organ donor. Let's get into it, folks. This is going to be a lot of fun. Nice to meet you. My name is Noah. It's a biblical name. I'm named after the guy who led the worst carnival cruise of all time. I'm 31 years old. I was a kid for a bit. Didn't like it. Aged out of it. I think this is the worst time in human history to be a child. There's so many scary things happening. There's kidnappings, school shootings, cyberbullying. You guys ever miss the days when like the worst thing that could happen to a kid was just falling down a well? Like those were the days, right? They had to drown the groundwater and the horse and buggies to stop talking about it. I think it's a simpler time. I'd be a chill parent. I'd let my kid experiment with drugs. No wells. I'd let my kid date whoever they wanted. No wells. Some parents, they set a screen time limit for their kids. I'd set a well time limit for my children. That's 0 minutes around a well. I feel like I'm losing most of you guys. Too much well material. I know, I'll try to be relatable. This is a competition after all. Has anyone here ever done online dating? Yeah? Yeah? It's pretty weird, right?
Yeah.
You know what else is weird? Fucking falling down a well. I'm having fun. I don't know. I do want to be a dad. Something I get it. People ask me how many kids I want to have. Just one really big one. I just want one big old kid. I don't want one big old kid. I want just one big kid, you know? Like, do you know when you see someone walking a Burmese mountain dog and you're like, who's walking who? That's how big I want my kid to be. A big old kid, you know? Like, you ask parents why they want to be parents. They're like, I want to give my child the life I never had. My parents are both 5'4". I'm 5'11". I want to raise the rock. Okay, I want a big old kid, you know? The next question is always, boy or girl? I don't see gender. I just see body mass index, okay? Just want a big old kid. It would give me no more joy than to raise the first female NFL middle linebacker, okay? How beautiful would that be? She'd tackle someone, the entire stadium would lose its minds. They'd show me on the video board, and everyone would be like, who the hell is that guy? She'd point up and she'd go, that's my dad, and everyone would cry. It was beautiful. It becomes the most viral clip in the history of the internet. Everyone watches it, including, at 3 in the morning, Donald John Trump. It's the one thing that gets through to him. He starts crying, he calls up Hillary Clinton, he's like, hey, I think you should be president. She's like, I have a better idea, Noah's daughter. She gets inaugurated, 6'8", 365 pounds, largest president in US history. Runs a 4.240 just like her old man. And Democrats and Republicans can't necessarily agree on everything, but they can agree that was a big kid. That was a big old kid. That's a big kid. Hey, you guys have been fun, I know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, wait a second. 0 people have done online dating? What the fuck was that? Are you guys all lying? I've seen you guys on Hinge. Why did none of you match with me? That was a great set. I thought the well had run dry, but then shit, maybe now the well just ran dry.
Okay, Lassie.
It was a solid set. It's very difficult to go first, but you did a solid job throughout. I'm going to give that, we're scoring them out of 10, by the way. I'm going to give that a 7.5. Nice job.
We have a preference which direction we're going? No?
We can go down the line.
You want to go down the line? You want to take it away, Eliot?
Sure. I thought it was a fun set. I like the well material. I think that's something that we all encountered, you know, as children, the danger of wells, and I think it's good to bring us back. Make me feel like a kid again, and that's important. I think I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Great, one of the best Trump impressions I've heard in my entire life. That was, nailed it. I felt like I was in the room with him. No, it was great. I think for being the first person, it's hard to bring that energy, but I think, Noah, you're the perfect person to get the room going. Great energy always. I think the jokes were tight. And I do love a Jewish man with black people's hair. So that is...
Shalom, brother.
that is an 8 for me. I think it was a great first...
Hey, thank you, man. Good job, guys.
You got an extra point for the hair. All right, guys, your next comedian, he's a previous winner all the way from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Make some noise for Brendan Smith. Brendan Smith.
So, guys, things are hard for me. I'm awkward. I have a speech impediment. I look like J.D. Vance. It's not good. I was just going through my life and JD Vance showed up and looked like me. It sucks. I didn't do anything, you know? The only chance I have of getting a girlfriend now is when my friends get shot in the neck. It's not good. And I could treat his wife like a couch cushion, you know, just really... Like, it sucks. I've been clinically diagnosed as someone who can't say SM or TH sounds, and my last name is Smith. That's the whole thing. That's everything. I used to get bullied. My bullies nicknamed me speech impediment. And I couldn't correct them because I couldn't say my actual name. I don't know. I put my penis on a scale recently. Everyone's measuring length. No one's weighing it. No one knows the math. I put my penis on a scale. They were not happy about it in the grocery store. They were not. I mean, what's the point of a produce section if I can't weigh the pickle? Like, what is... The best part about weighing a penis, when you get the number, girls don't even know what to do with it. They don't know. Like, if you tell a girl inches, they're like, oh, that's big, that's small. If you tell a girl ounces, they're like, what is wrong with you? Like, guys don't even know. Like, guys, how much do you think the average penis weighs? You, sir, what do you got? Tell me, come on, give me a get. I'll weigh your penis right now, sir.
She hopes it more than me, so she wants
How much does this penis weigh? Give me anything. Nothing? It's that little? It's... Okay. The average penis weighs 4 ounces, if you guys don't know. Mine is 6, but that doesn't matter. Thanks for clapping. They were not happy about it in the grocery store, though. That's not... I don't know. You guys are a cool crowd. You guys cool. You guys gonna come with me if I do an edgy joke? I have a risky joke I want to try. Okay, Jeffrey Epstein used to say the N-word. Which, first off, that's a weird thing to do when you have white slaves, you know? But Jeffrey Epstein said the N-word because he didn't want black girls on the island. He's like, I only want white girls for the clients. And I think that's crazy, because, like, could you imagine doing something that illegal and exclusively using the one race of girls that the cops look for sometimes? It's like running a dogfighting ring with just golden retrievers, you know? Like, if Jeffrey Epstein's victims weren't white, they wouldn't be like before Congress. They would just be like pictures in front of a Walmart. You guys said you were going to be cool about this. You guys said you would chill. I'm Brandon Smith. Have a good rest of your night.
Hell yeah. Dynamite set from Brendan Smith. It only, what's your name, sir? Daniel?
I'm sorry, by the way. I didn't mean to.
Holy shit, that's such a great set, but I feel like you had the best joke of the set, dude. Out of nowhere. Clap it up for Daniel, everybody. I would recommend that you start comedy, but it is a miserable business. You're probably better off. That was such a strong set. I'm gonna give that 8.5, dude. Tremendous job.
I think I really love the set. I think edgy jokes hit different with the speech impediment. You know what I'm saying? It does take the edge off. Like, I think that you can get away with a lot more.
That makes sense.
If you can't do the R's, you know. And I think that last joke was great. And so yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8.
Yeah, there's something about a man with a list talking about child sex slavery that just hits hard.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about it.
It feels like who should be making it.
Yeah, it's like you're forcing them to talk about it. You know, we're a 12-year-old prostitute. Great set, 9 for you, by the way. That's a 9 out of 10 for him. I'll give it an 8.5. I think it was solid. Yeah.
All right, guys, your next comedian, come on stage, make some noise for Mark Becker.
Guys, I'm in a bit of a predicament at work right now, and it's a little embarrassing. Basically, I'm being sexually harassed by my boss, and it's been going on for some time now. It's one of those things where I feel like if I spoke out about it, I'd get fired, and I really need this job. And HR isn't doing anything about it. And I was considering going public with this, but there is one itsy bitsy problem. The thing is, my boss is Boss Baby. And he's really leveraging that fact. He's basically taunting me. He's like, yeah, no, go, tell everybody. See who believes you. No, yeah, go tell Twitter that you're being molested by your boss, who's a baby. I'm like, Boss Baby, you know that I have photographic evidence of the time you groped me at last year's Christmas party. He goes, oh yeah? Post it. Post that photo of your junk being gripped through your pants by a baby. I hope you can appreciate the pickle that I'm in right now. On the one hand, this is the CEO of a Fortune 500 company leveraging his position of power to have his way with me sexually. And on the other hand, he's a baby. And I know I'm not the only one at work that he's doing this to, and you might be thinking like, all right, if you get enough coworkers to corroborate the story, shouldn't it be like a cut and dry case? Well, there's one tiny problem with that. Every other employee at the company is an adult from the Charlie Brown universe. You try to get any of these guys in court to testify, all you're gonna get is wah 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 wah. How much time do I got? Okay, I'm just gonna read a news article real quick in the 10 seconds I have left. Okay, here's a good one. ICE reports a record high number of illegal immigrants coming into America this year. Folks, when the hell did my wife start going by America? Okay, that's my time.
Hell yeah. All right. One more time for Mark Becker. Where the fuck do you work where this is what you wear to it?
He's announcing at the UFC fight the White House lawn, you know what I mean?
This is insane. You know how like basketball coaches will wear like a suit on game days? You look like one that just went through a divorce. This is the only thing left in the house.
I don't see the problem here.
Yeah, you look great, dude. I thought the set was it's a big swing. It was kind of all Boss Baby. For just a joke about a baby holding your penis. That's how your sets go. Either they're like knockouts but sometimes it's like too weird for the 3-minute set. But it's big risks and I respect that. I'm gonna give you, I think Noah got more response than you, but I respect the balls. I respect the weight of your balls. I'm gonna give you a 7.5.
I just appreciate you, coming out and talking about this in front of a crowd. It couldn't have been easy for you, and I think more men need to talk about this kind of thing. It happens more than you think, and so for that, I'm going to give you a 7.
Yeah.
No, it's you committed so much of your set to a joke about a baby molesting you, which is a very big swing. But no, I think you got some tight stuff in there. Probably need a few more hits per minute for a 3-minute set, but I think a 7 feels good. Yeah, 7.
All right, one more time for Mark, everybody. All right, let's get a lady up here. Make some noise for Ellen.
How we doing, y'all? What's going on? Love it. Anybody doing Dry July? So no one had DUI June? What's going on, Brooklyn? Come on. I don't know. I did dry January, but that's because I had Get Blackout and Bite a Guy December. I know, like anytime anyone's like, oh, like I'm doing like dry October, it's like, oh, so you killed somebody last month, you know? It's good. I've been working on it. I'm trying to be more healthy though. Like I'm doing like dry July now with Instagram. Like I'm in too deep. My screen time's like 12 hours. It's psychotic, but it's led to a much more embarrassing addiction of YouTube Shorts. Like, kill me. Literally, like, there's no more social suicide addiction than YouTube Shorts. I don't know. Like, I'm watching like Minecraft videos now. Like, I'd rather just be watching like Wishbone Kitchen like a normal woman. I don't know. I've been working on myself though, trying to be better. I've lost like 60 pounds this year. Thank you, sir. He was like, you dumb bitch. Just kill myself. But no, I lost like almost 60 pounds this year, which has been exciting. Thank you. Yeah, there we go. See, there now he cheers. Thank God. But the thing is like when you lose a lot of weight, it's not about when people tell you you look skinny or like you look thin that makes you feel good. It's like hidden compliments. Like the other day, somebody asked me if I liked hot dogs. I was like, holy shit, am I skinny enough now that people don't assume I like hot dogs? Oh my God, for years people only assumed I liked hot dogs. Like, I know, it's like, so I'm the youngest sister. I have an older sister, and like my older sister got like a gifted like personality. She's pretty, she's brunette, she's tall. Like some girls get metabolisms and some girls get like yellow M&M hips. Like that's like I drew the short straw. Like that's what I'm saying. But no, now like my like dream body is like Flat Stanley. Yeah. I remember Flat Stanley. I want to be rolled up and like mailed to a party and in an envelope. Like everyone pulls me out. I'm like, oh my God, a bookshelf fell on her. Look at this. It's Flat Stanley. Y'all know Flat Stanley. Come on. Now if you don't know Flat Stanley, I would love to know what you think I'm talking about. Just keep rolling with it. I don't know. I heard a few people talking about like the Europeans coming to America for the World Cup, and I love it because like we go over there and we're like the Colosseum, the Tower of London, and they come over here and they're like, holy shit, Target. Like, they're like, what is this? They're like, oh my God, like look at this Buc-ee's. I don't know. They just are like excited about Pepsi. Like it's incredible. I don't know. And we're such uncultured swine here in America. What are we talking about? I forgot to do I have a little tag. I don't know, this is not gonna make me win it. Whatever, we're gonna go back 3 jokes in that category. So I've been working on being like more like California sober, because lately I've been only Carolina sober. Do y'all know what that is? It's when you only drink when you drive. I think that's my time, and I'm running the club, so I can't wait to see the scores, guys.
Oh, yeah. I actually had no idea. What the fuck? Make some of you know what Flat Stanley is.
Public school.
What the fuck is Flat Stanley?
So Flat Stanley is a story, a children's story about a boy that has a bookshelf fall on him and he's really flat. And then you would do like at my school, we would like draw our own Flat Stanley and then mail him away, and the person you mailed him to would mail him back. It was a whole thing. I don't know if that's what y'all school did at Flat Stanley, but
It's spending time on Flat Stanley when like American kids can't read.
Yeah. We're working on it. See?
I love that set. It was tighter than your last set, so I feel like you're already getting better. Also, dry random months that are not January is like so inventive and cool. I'm gonna give that an 8, dude. That was a great set.
Yeah. We gave you a 7 last week.
Yeah, I thought you had a great energy and vibe that I thought only grew throughout the set. I think the audience liked you more and more as the set went on. I love the Flat Stanley reference. Was that a parable? What was the point of Flat Stanley? Was it like some people are flat? You know, you gotta look out for them. And
I don't want to be skinny. I want to be flat. Yeah. You know?
Yeah. So I loved it. I'm gonna give it 7.5.
Let's go.
Can we objectify you and make you do a turn in that cool jacket real quick?
Yeah,
Look at that
yeah.
jacket. That's a great jacket. That is a phenomenal. I'll give you a 10 if you give me that jacket. Joking.
Okay.
But is it worth $75?
Go New York Nicotines.
No, it's
Hey,
great.
bad joke, bad joke.
Great set, though. Great sets all throughout. I think very solid material. Yeah, I feel like an 8 feels good. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Great stuff. Great stuff.
All right, your next comedian comes to the stage. She's won this competition before. Make some noise for her. Jack Spinella.
So back when I was living in the Midwest, I had a pretty big job in banking. You probably heard of our company. We are located exclusively in Walmarts. It was a pretty sweet job, obviously, working at a Walmart bank. But at a certain point, I got a little nervous because, like, oh fuck, I'm working at a bank inside of a store that sells everything you need to rob a bank. Every day I was like, oh fuck, if the robbers forget their shotguns, they can just go to aisle 12. I got really nervous too, especially when I was seeing the transactions people were doing at the Walmart bank. People were coming in there to cash like $17 child support checks. There's so much misery contained in a $17 child support check. There's like layers to it. Like that one piece of paper I held in my hand confirmed the existence of at least 3 miserable people. It was like a whole short story. It's like even shorter than that, like famous one, you know, the like baby shoes for sale, never worn. That's 6 words. Child support check $17 is only 5. And it's really like 2 sides of the same coin when you think about it. You know, it's like oh, baby shoes for sale, never worn, or child support check $17. Which way, Western woman? Like which? We get a lot of families at the Walmart bank that would come through. They like walk by us every day. And one day my coworker just turns to me and she goes, "Jack, I love the way kids stare at you." And it is fun. It was fun, I'll admit, because they didn't look at me the way you would look at like you know, your average burn victim or like a guy with tumors all over their face. You know, they weren't staring at me like. They were a lot more like inquisitive, you know. They're kind of like little detectives, like little mini Columbos, just staring at me like, Now there's something off about that one, but I don't know what. Like, all the pieces make sense, just not together like that. It's tough looking a little off like this, you know. Like I don't know if you realize how hard it is to get laid these days when you don't look or act like anyone's dad. All right.
Oh hell yeah! We're time for Jack. Dude, I also worked at a Walmart. Respect, dude. Thank you for your service.
I didn't go over that time. Sorry.
Yeah. Walmart is cool. I feel like Walmart is cool because it's the only place where like a 17-year-old can work with a 70-year-old and it's not weird for either guy.
Yes, I did work with like a much older Egyptian guy and he was cool as shit. He was awesome.
Ours, we threw a party for him after he'd worked there for 40 years and I was like, we have to kill him. 40 years at Walmart? We have to euthanize that man. Yeah. I feel like, is that newer stuff you're working on? With the Walmart bag?
I've worked on it a little bit, not for a while.
I feel like that's gonna crush so hard. Every time you said Walmart bank, it got funnier and funnier.
Yeah.
For me, I feel like that's gonna be a dynamite set. I think you still need to tighten it up a little bit, but I'm gonna give it more credit than the audience. I'm gonna give that an 8, dude. I really like a self-contained thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, I thought there was I thought there was a lot of depth in the. I thought that was a very smart point about that it's the saddest sentence. I thought that was well put. I think that it could use a little bit more. When you're dealing with something that's with despair, I think you need like more funny to like balance out the despair part, because we all are like, damn, that is actually really sad. that child is going to have a really hard time.
Yeah. The more you dwell on it, the more it like sinks in. You're like, oh, no.
But then it'll hit even once you get the funny clicking, then it's going to be really, because we're already that invested, you know, because of the truth of the sadness. So I'm gonna give that a 7, yeah.
Let's go.
It's crazy. We've got 3 former Walmart workers here. I think mine's the saddest. I worked in a Subway sandwich inside the Walmart.
Yo, the Subway guys were coming up and getting money from us all the time.
Yeah.
We change for the Subway guys, like every
Change for the Subway guys. We were sandwich artists.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's sad, 3 of us. Jesus Christ.
Look where we are now.
Look where we are. Mama, we made it. I'm about to give a man a 7. I think I'm going to put you at a 7. I think it was solid. Dismount could have been better, but I think you had great pops throughout. I think it's a solid 7.
Woo! For Jack, everybody. All right, guys, your next comedian is going to be last week's winner. He's going to be defending his title. Let's see if he can win it again. Make some noise for Jordan.
What's up, guys? Oh my God. The fuck? Okay. I also worked at a Walmart. Fun fact. Yeah, I managed the sweatshop. Oh, my cousins. Yeah. I got a relationship last year, you know, and I've been like hitting the gym, trying to work on my revenge bod. Yeah, this is my revenge bod. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm a very forgiving person. Thank you. I hired a personal trainer before, and it was weird. I had a female personal trainer, which is weird because she would ask me to send her progress pics. So I would send her photos of myself in my underwear. And it just felt like we were both sexually harassing each other. And, I don't know, like, what's an appropriate amount of bulge to show in these photos, you know? Like, it can't be like completely, sorry, my bad. It can't be like completely soft, you know? I don't want her to think I have a small dick, you know? But also can't take it hard, you know? That's not cool. You know? My friend was like, oh, why don't you like put an emoji over it? You know? But then she'll definitely think it's small. You know? Stupid, you know? My trainer, she taught me this exercise I should do. It's called a band pull apart. So when you take a band and you pull it apart, I call them Yoko Onos. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. Yoko Ono's getting kind of old now, so I don't know how much longer I can tell this joke. You know, she's 93 this year, but she's a Japanese woman, so I probably have like 70 more years. It's cool. I've been learning jujitsu out of jujitsu phase because I'm a deeply closeted homosexual. And it's weird, they teach you jujitsu, you're like, oh, it's for self-defense, you know? But I don't think that would ever work if someone's like, hey, give me your money, you know? And I'm just like, yeah, come get it, you know? Like, that won't work, you know? I feel like what would work to defend myself is if I'm more aggressive, you know? He's like, hey, give me your money. And I'm like, yeah, give me that dick. You know? I feel like, all right, cool, thank you.
We're back with Jordan. Damn, dude. How long you been training with the trainer?
I don't have a trainer. I lied.
I was about to say, it looks like you have a female trainer. Whoa. Got his ass. Got his ass up. Dude, it's so good coming up with the manager at the Chinese sweatshop off Dome. It's so impressive. And I think he did the same thing last time. Did you have like a quick joke about the last comic last week?
Yeah, I did.
This guy's a So humble. I love it. I love it, dude. I think it's the strongest set of the night. I'm gonna give you the same thing I gave you last time. That's a 9, dude. Great job.
Yeah. So many great jokes in tight 3 minutes. Definitely most jokes of the night, and pretty much all of them ripped. So I'm gonna give it a 9 as well.
Solid. I'm a sucker for clever jokes with a dry delivery. So I think you nailed that very well. I loved your set long time. I think
Hey, we're having fun.
I'm gonna give myself a 6. I'm gonna give you a 9.5. I think that's the set to beat. I think right now. I think that's the set to beat. Yeah.
One more time for Jordan, everybody. All right, your next comedian coming to the stage. Make some noise for Sam J.
All right, what's up, guys? I'm currently converting to Catholicism right now. Is anyone else this dumb to try this? I know the Catholic Church hurt a lot of people, but I still feel like there's a guy in the sky that's mad at me, and I just got to do something about it. Maybe I'm bitter. I grew up Southern Baptist, to be honest. Just got kicked out of my youth group, so maybe that's what it is. There we go. Broken system, the youth group, isn't it? It's like, here's a 20-year-old who's never left town before. We'll put him in front of all the 15-year-olds that are really horny, right? Yeah. Never see a good headline that starts with former youth minister, do we? Never goes well. It's really embarrassing to be converting to it. I'm not even doing it for marriage. Like, I'm just doing this like because I think I should, which is way worse, to be honest. It is way worse. It's really embarrassing to be converting to another religion. It feels a lot like asking your friend if you can spend the night, you know, like, hey, go ask your God if I can come over, please. That'd be good. It's like I'm at a restaurant and I like someone else's food better. Like, what did that guy's God order? Yeah, that'd be good. I grew up Southern Baptist, and Catholics might not have got it right, but I think we got it wrong. I think I can say that safely. We had these guys come to our church every year called the Power Lifters for Christ. Yeah. Listen, if you ever find yourself in church with a bunch of 45-year-old dudes ripping phone books in half to the soundtrack of a Three Doors Down album, you've definitely done it wrong. I don't know what they were up to. Apparently steroid usage, a little bit of a gray area in the Bible, by the way. They didn't bring it up, but I think they were using. No, I love the Powerlifters for Christ. I think it was really effective. What 11-year-old isn't sitting at home right now thinking, I'd love to see a phone book get ripped in half by a divorced dad. That'd really light up my night. No. They'd be doing this in the church at 9 a.m. in front of us, you know, like right after a Saturday of college football. They would end their sets the same way after ripping things and breaking boards and powerlifting. They would be like, all right, would anybody like to know God a little bit better? I know. And even at 11, I was like, well, I'd love to know how to rip a phone book in half. That'd be a lot cooler. We turned to comedy in times of stress. I was going through a tough time this year, you know, trying to pull myself out of it. I have an annoying friend, though. My friend was like, hey, man, maybe God's trying to teach you patience. I didn't like that. I was like, God might be trying to teach you patience. God's teaching me how to rip a phone book in half. That's right. I appreciate y'all laughing with me. My name's Sam.
Yeah. Southern Baptist Sam. I think I've said before, where are you from?
Alabama.
Alabama. Do you guys? I'm from West Virginia. In Alabama, do you guys have Snake Church?
Oh yeah, Pentecostals. Yeah.
You guys know about Snake Church? Why is why are you clapping for Snake Church? Bro, you look like the king of Snake Church right now. You guys don't know what Snake Church is? It's regular church, but then they pour a bunch of snakes in there. And then they read the Bible. The people do, not the snakes. I love that set. Can I tell you, dude, I wish, you were talking about converting, I wish so badly that you were converting to Islam.
I mean,
how funny.
Somebody sell me on it. Yeah, man, I'm open.
You would be the most terrifying Muslim, dude. I like that. I see the potential in a lot of that. I think ex-youth minister is so funny, so many great ideas. I think it still needs some time in the oven, but I see the potential. I'm gonna give that a 7, dude. I love your stage presence.
Thanks.
Yes, sir.
Don't clap for everyone else but that, okay. Let's see.
Yeah, I thought it was an interesting set. I feel like Bushwick it's kind of like such a heathenistic place that I feel like people just kind of like have an aversion to the church in this neighborhood, and I feel like they made like I feel like that set would like crush outside of Bushwick.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And so I'm yeah, I thought it's going places. I'm gonna give it a 6.5.
All right.
Yeah, I think I knew we were gonna do a comedy competition. We were having a pretty good mustache competition today. I feel.
Yeah.
We've had several great mustaches. I think you're in the lead on the mustaches.
Okay.
Right now,
I'll take it.
That's a soft 9 for the mustache. For the comedy, yeah, I think similar to what Jad said. I think you've got the batter for a lot of good stuff, but you need just could tell with the audience like some of the punches could be a little bit, baked a little bit more.
Sure.
But I think the stage presence is great. Like you know how to write a joke. I'm gonna give it a 7.
Okay. Thanks.
All right, guys, your next comedian. I think she's a newcomer. Make some noise for Ruby. One more time for Ruby, everybody.
Woo! Well, I'm in a good mood because I think I've fallen in love. Yeah, with being single. It's cheaper, it's fun. I've been not really in love with like the dating terms people use to describe being newly single. Like you guys heard, oh, you're back on the market. Do you know how hard my ancestors had to fight to never be on the market again? Do not fucking talk to me like that. It's been interesting dating because I feel like, you get some type of feedback on like where you're at in life. Speaking of feedback, I've been getting a lot of feedback on my head, and mostly positive, but I just don't feel like I earned it really because the quality of my head is mostly inherited. Like, it's just like ever since I got my hair cut, everybody is just complimenting me on my head, and I'm just like, this is crazy. I don't know you guys. One thing I've realized too is like I've had a lot of different hairstyles in my time. Black ladies, shout out to y'all, to us. I've had a fro. I feel like people have different perceptions based on my hairstyle. So when I had a fro, people like Black Power. She probably like militant or something. And I'm like, yeah. When I had locks, they was like, oh, Lauryn Hill vibe. She probably smoked weed or something. I'm like, I do. When I cut my hair, they're like, oh, she probably go and do something. I'm like, why do I have to go and do something just because I cut my hair? Like, I cut it just because I feel like we don't use our free will enough. I do shit like that all the time. Because I feel like life is like a video game, you know what I mean? I'm just customizing my avatar. One of the things that makes me think of life like a video game is like, we're all here together right now, but we're all born into different servers. So like, for example, when we're born, one thing that no matter what server you're born into, whether it's a single mom server like mine or like 2-parent household, our very first birthday, we were all evicted out of the only home we ever known. And I think that's fucked up. This starts right away. I think about like how it feels to just be chilling in your mom's stomach and then all of a sudden you hear push, push, and it's like, what the fuck? Pushed out. Or like if it's a C-section, you're just chilling on the couch in your mom's belly and the sky above you rips open and people reach in and grab you and bring you into taxes. It's like fucked up. It's fucked up, right? Speaking of taxes, that's another thing. I think if you're born into an American server in a hospital, you are immediately, like your first birthday gift is a social security number, like yay. And the only real use of the social security number is to track your revenue so you can pay taxes. Why are we signing newborns up for taxes? Like, they didn't see the files, they don't know what's going on. That's my set, everybody. I've been Ruby today, thank you.
So much better. Such an improvement on. It's so great, dude. The delivery on market, like getting angry, especially coming up like so kind of like a little nervous.
Yeah.
Popped him. That was so great. Such a good move. What I love about that set is we learned so much about like. I love comedy where you have jokes only that comedian could tell, and I feel like you did a lot of stuff that like tells us who you are. Can I pitch you a tag? The C-section thing, isn't it? It is kind of like getting plucked out of the Matrix, right?
Yeah.
You're in the fucking goo, and then some guy just, he'll be back.
Yeah, that's good.
I thought it was great. I'm gonna give that. I think still some parts of it can be tightened, but just listen to the recording and see what words you can cut out. I loved it. I'm gonna give that an 8, dude. Great job.
Oh, yeah, I feel like we got a really good idea of your identity. Did you know that you were making an entendre with the head thing?
Yes.
Okay, all right. That's what I was like.
I wanted to build the tension for everybody to go towards the verb and not the noun. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I thought you did had a great. So I'm gonna give it a 7.5.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm gonna echo what these guys said. I think definitely you get to see your voice in your jokes. It's pretty easy. How long have you been doing comedy?
I started this January.
Oh shit! There we go. Give her a hand for that. I was gonna say,
The comics in the back are furious.
yeah. I've been doing this for 9 years. God damn it. No, it's great. I can tell you got like a little bit of nerves, but I think you've got the formula down pat. So I was gonna say 7.5. I think it's 7.5. Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you for the feedback.
All right, guys, your next comedian. We only have 2 comedians left. You guys having fun? Yeah. All right, make some noise for Zach DeRay.
Thank you, guys. My dad was giving me some advice recently. He told me, he was like, Zach, you never want to be the smartest guy in a room. That's what he said to me. Which I personally do not like that advice, because I love being the smartest guy in the room. You know what I mean? When I'm the smartest guy in the room, my first thought is, I'm trying to hang out in this room a little bit. Everyone thinks I'm the man? Okay. I actually like being the smartest guy so much, I really only like hanging out with kids. You know what I mean? Dude, you want to feel like a genius? You do some math with a 12-year-old, you know? You're like, what's 5 times 5, buddy? They like break out their hand, they're like 5, 10. I'm like, it's 25 and I knew it a while ago, okay? Dummy. That's what I say. Dude, I got a bunch of nieces and nephews. I love hanging out with them. We play basketball together. But there's an art to playing with kids. You know, because if like you beat them too badly, like how you know you can, they never want to play with you again. You know, so you got to make them think they might win before you rip victory from them. You know, you're like, give them a little lead, and you're like, uh-oh, I hope Uncle Zach doesn't go on another 11-0 run. And Uncle Zach's going to. Dude, I never let them win, which is kind of messed up, but I think it's important for kids to learn how to lose, you know? Because if they never grow up and learn how to lose, they just grow up to be Uncle Zach. We don't need more of that, I don't think. I called my one nephew, Simon, for his birthday, and I was talking to him for 20 minutes. I was like, all right, buddy, I gotta go, I got a date. And he was like, oh, that's awesome. And then I realized he was gonna talk to my sister about it, so I was like, oh, dude, don't say anything, never mind. And he was like, I think I'm gonna tell. I was like, dude, come on, I'm begging you, I'll do anything, please. Dude, he realized he had some good information on me, and he blackmailed me. He's like, you give me a present if I don't say anything? I'm like, yeah, you want a vape? What are you doing? He's like, what's that? I'm like, you'll figure out in middle school, don't worry about it. Dude, my sister and her whole family, though, now, they converted to the Catholic Church, and part of that is they have yearly body safety training for the kids in Catholic Church. So they have anti-diddle training at church now, which is good. But my sister's going over the training with Simon, and she's like, okay, Simon, a safe adult is never going to touch you in any of these areas. A safe adult is never going to ask you to keep a secret. And Simon's like, well, I got a secret with Uncle Zach. She's like, Christmas is coming up. She's like, well, if it's for a present, then that's fine. And Simon's like, well, he said he'd give me a present, but I can never say the secret. I'm like, bro, say the secret! Please! All right, guys, I'm Zach DeRay. Thank you.
Hell yeah, Zach. That's the best side I've ever seen. That was thank you. And I see you at open mic all the time, so I see you like working on these shits, and it's incredible to see it. Like, actually
Thank you, man.
popped.
I appreciate it.
I will say Uncle Zach. I don't think any uncle should be a Zach. That's a weird ass fucking uncle. I love the build, dude. The whole thing was like self-contained. Shit. I think, did you do better? I'm gonna put you up there with, I think that was 8.5, dude.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah, that set ruled. I liked how you kept us guessing when you started with the kid stuff. We were like, this could go really bad, and then it went really good. You love to see that. You think it's gonna go bad, and then it goes good. So I'm gonna give that an 8.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's oh, there was no clap for that at all. No, it's great. I love the ability to compact. You almost got like a full story in a 3-minute set, which is hard to do because you need punchline after punchline. But I think that was so well done to get that whole interaction and sequence with your nephew in there. I think I got to dock you weakest mustache of the night.
Damn it.
I think,
It's a goatee now.
I know. It's
down here.
One of the weaker stashes. It's you or Ellen. One of the weaker stashes. No, joking. But no, great, solid set. I mean, I think your timing and everything is perfect.
Thank you.
8.5.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, guys, your last comedian before the championship round. Make some noise for Josh Bloom.
All right, what up? Great to be here at the comedy show with the most dropped cell phones in America. We got some incapable hands in this motherfucker, Jesus. God damn, better not be saving no lives with them slippery digits, dude, Jesus. So you may not realize it looking at me, but my dad is white, yeah? Yeah, I actually, oh yeah? What, you challenging me? My fucking racial heritage? Yeah, my dad is white. I recently did something that forced me to connect with my Caucasian heritage. I actually broke my hand while punching a wall. Yeah, that's right, I'm of the tribe. Yeah, it ain't all peaches and cream for us Zendaya-ass niggas up here. I've been trying to date recently. I feel like before I start dating seriously, though, I should go on a diet, man, because I don't know if any of you guys here can relate, but I'm tired of women coming up to me saying I got a fatter ass than they do. Getting treated like sexy red out here, dude. Like when did I become Marvin the Stallion, bro? Like, sorry that my ass is fat, my penis is on fleek, okay? Shit, man. Bro, tell me why this girl told me that I don't have a BBL. I have a CDL because I'm hauling a trailer behind me. Gets to a point, dude. But look, I don't want to give you guys, the wrong impression. Like, I am out here tearing it up. But by it, I mean the inner thighs of my jeans. Yo, rest in peace, Old Navy regular fit. You were too young, man. So by many a city bike ride, man, you did your thing. Nah, dude, I get nervous at this point, bro. Like, every time I hop on a bike, I just start humming a Negro spiritual for guidance. I'm out in this bitch like, No, that wasn't a joke, guys. I'm just trying to echolocate the blacks in here. Just trying to start getting our notice from that. I don't know, man. There's still things about, like, dating and women that I don't get, bro. Like, I need a female perspective on this. I need some help on this shit, dude. I ran into a friend of mine that I hadn't seen in a while, right? And I noticed that she was wearing like a soccer jersey for the Brazil team, but I never knew her to be into sports. So yeah, I go up to her, I'm like, hey, are you into soccer now? You like into the Brazilian team? And she tells me, actually, I don't care about soccer at all. I'm wearing this because I just had sex with a Brazilian man. What? Ladies, you ever get dick down so good you buy the merch? That's crazy, bro. What? Damn, I gotta step my game up, dude. I gotta eat it so good I get my jersey hung off the wall. Fuck. Gotta try some new moves, bro. I gotta start going up in the pussy like, go! You want a towel? All right, I think that's it for me. Thank you very much.
Boom! What a great set, dude. Hold on. Your penis is on fleek.
Indeed.
What is that? What could that possibly mean?
You trying to find out?
Oh, God. Penis is on fleek. Also, talk about having a fat ass. Can you do a turn for the people?
Yes. Full body turn.
I mean,
I did by time.
I buy loser jeans now. I try to.
That's the white in you buying those jeans.
Yeah.
That is barely an ass, but
You had it.
tremendous set. Are you whatever? I also gave this guy mushrooms over the weekend and lost him in the rain.
Oh, it was.
I'm glad you're back.
Oh yeah.
I'm glad you didn't get kidnapped. I'm gonna give that an 8.5, dude. Very strong set.
Oh yeah, I like the as a man also with a huge ass. It's good to hear our community sort of like talk about it, you know, and I honestly after the CDL joke, I wanted to hear like 5 more just ass analogies. Yeah. So just a little note. I thought that the set started like fine, and then it ended really strong, which you love to see. I'm gonna give it a 7.5.
Yeah, no, awesome stuff. Right. I will say, I think I've judged a couple of these before, and there's usually a few bombs. Not a single one tonight. Give it up for all the comics. Great set. Every comic, regardless of everything being polished, everybody had pops tonight. Awesome stuff, Josh. I'm gonna put you at an 8.5. I love that. So.
All right, guys, now comes the time of the night when the top 3 comedians come up and do 1 minute of stand-up comedy, back to back, and then you, the audience, by applause, are going to pick the winner. You guys ready to meet your champion? All right, in no particular order, your first finalist, make some noise for Brendan Smith.
So, guys, my best friend's trans, but they live in, like, deep rural Pennsylvania, so they gotta deal with transphobic rednecks every day. And, like, I don't get transphobic rednecks, because could you imagine being told you can't be something else by a dude that's dressed up like the Woods? Like, all the dudes in my town are like, they're never gonna be a real woman. I'm like, you're never gonna be a tree, Dale. I don't... And apparently they're worried my friend is gonna trap them, which, like, trap is a weird term for trans people. If I found out a hot girl I was with was trans, I wouldn't feel trapped. I'd feel the same way I do when I, like, find extra fries at the bottom of the bag, you know? I'd be like, oh, neat, I didn't know that was there. And then I'd put it in my mouth, you know? I'd be bragging. I'd be like, guys, I made a girl squirt last night. I've never done that before. Usually I can't find it. Hers was like huge though. It was really easy. All right, I'll see you guys. I'm Brennan Smith.
All right, your next finalist, make some noise for Jordan. One more time for Jordan, everybody.
As an Asian person, sometimes, wow, okay. So now people say racist things to me, you know, like earlier today, someone was like, hey, Jackie Chan, show me some kung fu. Yeah, it was these guys. As a comedian, sometimes people ask me, hey, Jordan, like, how famous do you want to become, you know? And I want to become so famous that my name, Jordan Leung, becomes the name that bullies use to bully Asian kids. I have this fantasy that this little Asian kid, this bully goes up to him, he's like, hey, Jordan Leung, tell me a joke, you know? And the little Asian kid's like, I do these band pull-aparts. I call them Yoko Onos. And the bully's like, who the fuck is Yoko Ono? Alright, that's my time. Thank you.
Yeah. Your final finalist, come on, make some noise for Zach DeRay.
Thank you, guys. I actually grew this goatee because I was getting bullied when I just had a mustache. I had a girl tell me that I grow a bisexual mustache. Which, like, I thought I was growing like a really straight guy clocking in mustache. Which turns out no. I was trying to convince her that the mustache wasn't bisexual. And she said, oh yeah? What are you gonna do to prove it to me? Like, I think she wanted me to have sex with her, which is cool. But my problem is that wouldn't prove it's not a bisexual mustache. That's just half the thing, you know? To prove it's not bisexual, what I'd have to do is have sex with her and then have like a really sexy naked guy right here and not have sex with him. Or have sex with him but not even like it. That would probably work. Probably have to like top and bottom just to be sure, you know, trying to prove something, doing science. Anyway, I am looking for a couple of volunteers who want to do some science with me after the show. If anybody's... Oops. All right, guys, thanks. I'm Zach Ray.
All the finalists, come on stage. Jordan and Brendan. All right, guys, now comes the time when you, the audience, decide the winner of $75. By audience applause, we're going to practice, guys. Only cheer for who you want to win. Let's practice first with Evie. Pretend you want Evie to win. If you think Evie is your winner, make some motherfucking noise. All right, guys, we're going to go down the line. If you think Zach is your winner, make some motherfucking noise. If you think Jordan is your winner, make some motherfucking noise. All right, if you think Brandon is your winner, make some motherfucking noise. And make some noise for the judges. I'm going to yell and make an announcement. This is your winner.
Tell a joke real quick. Hey, do you guys think it's weird that when they christen boats, people clap like when you shatter a bottle of alcohol against it? But when I try to bring that same thing to my nephew's christening, people get upset. Is that a thing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why? I don't know.
All right, guys, one announcement. This has been Comedy Lottery. We do this every week. We make no money, so please leave us a good Google review. The ticket on your phone is good for a free shot with your first drink at the Little Whiskey. I love you.